Hey guys, what's up? This is your girl Sunny of Smills Media and Media Made Magazine, and we are down here at Look In Dine In Cinema for the new debut of Woman in a Maze, written and directed by Mitesh Patel. Guys, OMG. This movie was off the chain. The visuals were great. The movie itself was great. And all of the actors are great. So we're going to go behind the scenes a little bit and we're going to talk to everyone. And we're going to see how they felt about the movie and what they think. All right? Stay tuned.
Well done movie. We participate as an extras usually in the movie. So that was fun. I think was able to have like different ending.
Okay.
The one that was having, I mean, people can think like, oh, why the evil needed to go very easy and why the good one needed to, and then what happened with the good one is going to stay there. So probably a very good part for the second movie.
Yes,
I don't know.
yes. I definitely could see a part two. What did you think of the movie?
I think the ending is subjective. Honestly, I think you can either believe the good Gabby escaped, or the bad one. They never really specified, which I think leaves also a great opening for a possible sequel. That would be awesome.
It definitely left it to do a part two. For sure.
I absolutely loved the emotion that just carried through the screen. It really brought you in as the audience, and I just think they did a fantastic job.
What was your favorite scene in the movie?
Oh my gosh. My favorite scene, I would have to say either the scene where she's looking in the mirror and she looks away, but the other Gabby, like the first appearance of the bad Gabby, and you see her still staring back, and that gave me chills. That was my favorite.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you guys. Thanks.
My name's Jason Britton. I was the editor on Women in the Maze.
Okay. And how long have you been doing your editing and everything?
Oh, I don't know. I have probably been editing for 20 years probably. Closer.
Okay. How long have you been in the film industry?
For about 15 years.
Okay. What was your favorite part in the film?
My favorite scene was probably the scene where Owen is running around banging on the windows and Gabby's scared and hiding with the vase.
It's a
lot of fun to edit.
Okay. Are you waiting on a part two? Because you know it's going to be one. They left a cliffhanger.
It would be a lot of fun. We'll see what Mitesh does.
All right. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thanks.
All right, guys. You guys heard it first. Guys, this movie is so great, guys. The visuals, everything from all the actors, everything is good. We're going to get more actors, and we're going to get the cast and crew, and we're going to get more people here to talk about the film and let us know what they think about the film, guys. Yeah, so go ahead and state your name and then let everyone know what it is that you do and what part of the film that you contribute to as well.
Okay, well, I'm Rev. I did some of the sets. I helped do some of the art and stuff, but like the basement scenes, I had to build that thing offset at a different studio.
Wow.
And then the mirror maze, I built that. And just...
How long did that take?
That took me probably about, I'd say about a week.
Okay.
But it was spread out because I was on set for other things.
Okay. So is this your first film that you've been like doing stunts for, or have you been doing many films, behind the scenes?
No,
stunts
I've done several other productions, music videos, and stuff like that.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for coming out, and thank you so much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, well, one more thing before you go too. Yeah. What was your favorite part of the film? Of course, I know that you were the stunt, and you did a lot of crafting and different things behind the scene. But what was your favorite part in the movie?
I think personally was the mirror maze.
Yes.
Because they were very curious when they were going to do it. They wrote it. They weren't sure how they were going to shoot it.
Okay.
And because I've built those things for haunted houses, which I've done for 35 years, I was like, I've done these before. You guys, we just got to light it right and shoot it, and it'll work. And everybody up to that point was so hesitant, not knowing if it was going to work. And then when it did, it's like, told you so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, thanks.
All right, guys. We're down here at Look In Dine In Cinema with the writer and director of the debut movie Woman in a Maze, Mitesh Patel. Hey. I want to tell you, OMG, when I saw this movie, I love the visuals. I love everything about it. I was just intrigued by everything.
That's good. That's what we want.
Yeah. How long did it take you guys to film?
Oh, I think it took 15 days to shoot.
Okay.
But preparation was 1 year and the post was 1 year. So it's 2 years to make this.
Now I have to ask you about the cast and the crew. Did you know who you wanted for the particular parts, or you did like a casting call, or?
Yeah, we did audition, but
Okay.
for this one I went to LA.
Okay.
I did audition over there, and the main two lead, like the two character, male and female, they're from LA.
Okay.
And I went for audition for that.
Okay.
And other, I all local. And I was very particular about what I want. So the girl you see on the phone, she's not able to come today.
She's
but
yeah.
Tabitha, she was excellent. And I was looking for same kind of a personality. And finally, like it was just like a week before the production start, I found her, and I cast her.
Like I
Yeah.
said, everything was awesome. I know it's going to be a part 2. How soon are we going to do the part 2 from, I know, versus the part 1? But I know you're kind of like still working on part 1 to getting it out there and different things like that. Are you planning on doing the part 2?
Well, let's see. It depends on how this movie do. But I made a first movie called Man in the Maze 15
Okay.
years ago.
Okay.
And this is Woman in the Maze, So I'm getting there, like all that different. It's a different story, but it's still a maze. I like
Okay.
that, something
I
which is bringing
know.
the suspense and thriller. So definitely there'll be another one coming out, but we don't know when. It's gonna take some time.
Okay, and where can we go see the Man in the Maze?
Man in the Maze is available everywhere. So you can go on
Okay.
Amazon Prime, you can go on a Tubi.
Okay.
But that's my first movie with
Okay.
a very low budget, So you maybe see a lot
That's
of
okay. I'm
cheesiness
going to
on
go
that.
check it out. I'm going to
But
go check it out.
you'll see the big difference between this and that for sure.
All right. Well, I thank you so much. Like I said, great actors, great writing, great directing, and you did a wonderful job.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right.
My name is Ellie Ringo. I am an actress, and I played a stunt double in this for Meredith. I got to roll down the stairs. I got to have a vase broken
That
over
was
my
you.
That was me.
Okay. Wow.
There's a bunch of other little clips of me, like feet bloodiness, things like that, but you just don't see my face.
Right. How long have you been like acting in different things? How long have you been acting?
I have been acting for the past 9 years, and so I'm very well adapted to different films. I've been on 50 plus sets. I did 6 feature films last year, not including this one. That was the ones I was actually at. You could see my face, and I wasn't getting beat up.
What was your inspiration behind acting? What made you want to like start into acting?
Oh, I fell in love with acting when I was 7 years old. I was actually in a little play for school, and they held us the script, and some other girl, she like twisted her ankle and she couldn't do it.
Oh, wow.
So they're like, well, here, you can read. Like, they just handed it to
And you just took off with it ever
I was
since,
just
huh? You
reading.
just loved it, huh?
I loved it. I realized I could like control an audience if I spoke. And so it worked out great. I absolutely adored it.
Well, we appreciate you, and thank you so much.
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
You did a great job too, as
I
well.
appreciate
Even though it didn't show your face, you still did a great job. Because I mean,
appreciate it.
the realness of everything, the visuals, all of it. Like I said, it was such a great job.
Oh, it was definitely.
And you
down
guys
the
have
edit.
to make sure you go see that film when it comes out, Woman in the Maze by Mitesh Patel. Go ahead and state your name and let everyone know what that you do.
My name is Corey Presley. I am a local actor based in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Okay, and I have to ask you a couple of questions. What did you think about the film, The Woman in the Maze?
I think it was great, honestly, overall. I think that it all came together very well. I think the story was good. I think the characters were good. The casting director did a great job, obviously. The director did a great job. Editor, obviously, awesome. It turned out really well, for sure.
What was your favorite scene in the movie? Can you say?
I mean, the ending, how everything wrapped up.
yeah,
at
the
the end, honestly,
suspenseful.
it was-
It's definitely going to be a part 2. I know. I
For
want to.
sure.
I can't wait for that. But
Well, hopefully I'll be here for the second one, too.
I know, right? All right. Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
out. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you, guys. Yes.
My name is Scott Gore, and I am the screenwriter for Woman in the Maze. Also came up with the story idea together with Mitesh Patel. I was an actor in one of the scenes in the background, and also executive producer for the film.
All right. So what made you want to go into the film industry and direct and write and different things like that? Like, what inspired you? What was your inspiration behind directing and writing?
Yeah, thank you. I think the thing that got me into writing was hardship in life. I went through a really hard time about 4.5 years ago, and I won't get into all the details, but my life was kind of taking this kind of trajectory.
Okay.
And I woke up one day with an idea for a film, which actually was only an idea for a scene, and I thought, I want to write a screenplay.
Wow.
And I have a son who studied screenwriting at college.
Okay.
And I told him my idea, and he said, here's some books.
Wow.
So he gave me the books, and I wrote my first screenplay called Bring 'Em Back, and it was a horror genre.
Wow.
Like tonight. and I remember reading it and thinking, this does not totally suck.
Aww.
And I was thrilled. And I loved it. I felt alive writing, so I just kept doing it, and so now it's a dream getting movies
It's
made.
super, super fun. And like, what is it like directing the people and just interacting with the people too on set?
Well, on set, I'm not a director, so
okay.
Yeah, on
Gotcha.
set, I've done some acting, background acting, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what I do on set.
Interesting. Well, we appreciate you. And I do want to say, too, before I leave, you guys did a wonderful job, an amazing job. This movie is super, super great. The visuals, I love from everything, the effects, everything. Super good. And I know there's going to be a part 2, so I can't wait.
Let's hope so, yeah. Let's hope so. Will Gabby get out? Did Gabby get out?
Right.
Who knows?
I know, right? I mean, that was like a cliffhanger at the end. I was like, what? Well, we appreciate you so much. Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
honey.
All right. Hey, guys, we are behind the scenes at the red carpet event of Mitesh Patel's new movie, Woman in the Maze. If you guys haven't seen it, well, you didn't miss out on a good film because it was amazing. Wasn't it?
I'll tell you what. There was hardly a still moment. Just about the whole time something was going on.
Absolutely.
And it was very intense.
Yes.
And it a couple of times I thought, am I lost? And what's happening? And here it turned out there was some trick photography and some things with characters that I don't want to tell you about.
Yeah,
But
we don't
good
want to give
stuff.
it away too much. And by the way, guys, this is Steve Wargo as well. And what was your favorite part of the film?
Oh, my favorite part of the film, I think, was the women fighting at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Okay.
Because the way it was done, the way it was lit, the way it was, all the stunt acting and everything else. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
It was damn near Hollywood style.
It was.
And
It
good,
absolutely was. Like I said, the visuals, the effects, everything. It was just from beginning to the end. Everything's suspenseful. Everything
Oh,
was
yeah.
good.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
A plus on that one.
All right. Well, we appreciate you
Not
for coming out.
Not an A plus for a Hollywood movie, but for a local independent film. Oh hell yeah! It was
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely.
Do see it.
Yes,
You
please
won't-
do.
you won't be-
when
you
it comes
won't be-
out, make sure you guys see it, okay?
Yep.
Well, my name is Tony Casanova, and been doing films for on and off for 20 years.
Wow.
Executive producer, did some acting, but in general, just love movies. A little history back in the early 80s was in the video rental business.
Oh,
with
really?
my brother. Yeah, so and I made a movie when I was 12 in my backyard.
Okay.
So always loved movies.
Okay.
Happy to be here this evening.
You always love movies, but like, what was like your inspiration behind it? You just took to it, or is it just something that you just?
Inspiration was back in the day. They had the 200-foot silent movies of Universal called Castle Films. Was Super 8 millimeter. So I
Okay.
always loved the Universal horror movie. So that's my first little movie I did was The Wolfman.
Wow.
Like a 50-foot
Okay.
reel. 50-foot reel on that.
Okay.
So anyway, but go right ahead. I'm ready.
All right. So I have to ask you, what did you think of Mitesh Patel's new movie, Woman in the Maze?
Well, Mitesh is a good guy, good director, and thought it was very well done. Bernie and Mitesh very well. Those guys did great. Meredith, the main character,
Absolutely.
she killed it.
Yes.
She very convincing. Everybody did a great job. So it was very good to come out and support not only independent filmmaking, but support my friends that I dearly, truly love deep down. Absolutely.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
Well,
Do you have a favorite part, or?
Well, there's a couple of favorite parts. It was well, Meredith's believable character playing, and it was so right here.
Right.
But my buddy George that played Angus, great job. Everybody did a great job.
Yeah.
The guy that was Owen, across the board, everybody had their moment to shine.
Okay. Well, we appreciate you for coming
Well,
out,
thank
Tony,
you.
and thank you
Thank you,
so
Sonny.
much. I appreciate
Pleasure
you.
meeting you.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you.
likewise, always.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Hi everybody, I'm Daniel Guinea. I'm with Signature Agency here in Arizona. I'm an actor and I love movies.
Okay.
I love people.
All right.
And
How long have you been acting?
I've been acting since around 2007.
Okay.
2007.
Yeah, how long have you been acting?
Since 2006, or since I was a little child. Professionally, when I got my SAG and AFTRA card, it was 2008.
Okay.
2008.
And what was your inspiration behind acting?
It was my inspiration was my dad.
Okay.
He was a theater actor.
Nice.
And I kind of follow him.
Okay.
And he was a comedy guy. I mean, he was he make us laugh instead of to beat us up when we be bad kids. You know.
Well,
just
that's
joking.
great.
Yeah,
That's
he
great.
He just joke a lot, and that was my inspiration. I mean, follow
Okay.
my dad, and then I saw this movie.
Yes. So that's what I want to ask you. I know you've seen The Woman in a Maze by Mitesh Patel. Let us know, what did you think of the movie, and what was your favorite scene of the movie?
It's a good one.
Okay.
Because I saw a lot of movies.
Yes.
And I can compare this one. It's a good movie.
All right.
Good story. It has the story. It has the structure. It has all the Hollywood recipe.
Absolutely.
I mean, exposition, raising action, climax, falling down, conclusion, and everything.
Would you watch it again?
I would be watching again, and I will recommend it to everyone.
All righty. Well, thank
Great
you so
movie.
much for coming out. We appreciate you so much. Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
Great movie, great
All
actors,
right.
great production.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Thank you, guys, and make sure when it comes out, make sure you guys go see that movie because it's so great.
Yes, it is.
All right.
And
Thank
don't be
you.
scared. Okay?
Right.
Don't be scared. Okay.
Right. By the way, my name is Sunny.
Hi, Sonny. I'm Jeff Reynolds.
All right. And if you can, just let everybody know what it is and what was your role in Mitesh Patel's new movie, Woman in a Maze. And it was great, by the way.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I'm Jeff Reynolds with Jeff Reynolds Productions. We sponsored the premiere tonight. I also play a shopkeeper in the movie and an executive producer in the movie.
Okay. And what made you go into like the film industry, like to producing and different things, or just even working in the film industry behind the scenes? What made you want to start that?
I absolutely love the creativity and the talent. We saw it tonight, all the way from Meredith, with all the actors, actresses, and the cast and crew. It was phenomenal, and love working with Mitesh and Applied Art Productions, and we had fun with this one. It's local here, and
How long did it take?
I believe it was 15, 17 days.
Wow,
You know, just
wow.
kind of a blur at this point, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, we appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to see you tonight.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Good. My name is Sunny, by the way.
Hi, Sunny.
And your name is?
Meredith.
Meredith. Okay, and you played Gabby, right?
Yes, Gabby Reynolds.
Yes, the leading actor, Meredith. Hey. How's the film industry been treating you?
Good. Very good.
Very good?
Yes.
All right. And I want to just say, OMG about this film. It's so great. You did a great job.
Thank you.
How long have you been acting?
I've been acting for a few years professionally now. I'd say 3 or 4 years now, but I grew up in theater and on stage.
Okay.
And I came out to LA, and then I was able to jump into the industry and just go headfirst into it.
Wow.
So I've been very blessed.
So what was your inspiration behind like just wanting to jump into acting and everything? What was your inspiration behind that?
If we're talking about specific actors and actresses, I grew up adoring Johnny Depp.
Okay. Love Johnny Depp, by the way.
Yeah, I love his creativity. I love he's just off the books.
Edward Scissorhands. was
Edward Scissorhands,
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow.
Yeah.
He's just extremely creative, and he's somebody I grew up watching and appreciated and loved, and he really sparked my creativity.
Okay. And was this your first major film?
No, it wasn't. I've done a few other major films. I was in Thor. I'm in the new Fast and Furious.
Wow,
I have a
nice.
new Danny Trejo action assassin film coming out
Beautiful.
soon.
So you're working. You're doing everything. Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. And then also, I have to ask you, what was your favorite part in the scene, like in the movie yourself, like acting and just being?
I think my favorite, I think I have two. The one scene where I'm going around and Owen Bannister is coming to the house for the first time and banging and scares me and I have the vase. That was very fun for me because that was our first night together. That was our first time acting together. And he's just a hoot to work with. We had great chemistry, so it was very fun for me. But also, I think one that really pulled up my muscles was when I was wrapping my arm with the bandage and I was
that
crying.
was serious. I mean, you nailed it.
Thank you. That I was going between a fear of dying that I was tricking my psyche and my body into.
Right.
And I actually had an interesting crossover between my body actually feeling like I was dying and then my mind believing it. And so that was a hard thing to be able to put myself into because my body was resistant to it, but my mind knew I was in control. So it's something I've never done in a film before, but it was very fun to try out. And then I mentioned earlier in the Q&A, I've never done a dual role where I was both the antagonist and the protagonist.
I know, and it's also like you're talking to you're on your good side and then you're talking to the bad side. So that was like really good too. That kind of makes you learn too.
You're fighting for different things.
So it's a storyline in there too as well. And if you guys haven't seen the film, make sure you check it out when it does come out, man. This film is so amazing. Like I said, the visuals from all of the effects, the editing, the cast. I mean, everybody was phenomenal. Everybody nailed it. Anything you want to say to Mitesh?
Mitesh, I appreciate every opportunity you gave me with this film. I loved finding my creative side within this. It was amazing working with you and the team, and it was just a great crew to work with. It's probably one of my most memorable movies for the people that were surrounding me and the environment. So,
and that's always a good thing to work with incredible people behind scene and different things like that.
It fuels your spirit.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, if you could just go ahead and plug your social media platforms if you can.
For sure. I'm simple. I just have an Instagram. So my Instagram is just my name. It's at Meredith, MEREDITH _ Van Kuyk, VANCUYK.
Well, thank you, Meredith, and thank you for coming out to get interviewed today.
Thank you, Sunny.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, you heard it first right here with the girl of Smills Media. All right, so if you could go ahead and state your name and then let everybody know what it is that you do and what part of the film were you in, or if you contribute to the film of The Woman in the Maze by Mitesh Patel.
Hi, my name is Hannah V. Nance. I am a freelance AD in the Phoenix area, as well as just creative filmmaker. I wear a lot of hats. I'll step into any position. I just love everything about film. On this film specifically, Woman in the Maze, I was the production coordinator, I was the script supervisor, and I was also an additional writer.
Okay, so you did pretty much a little bit of everything.
Yes, I did wear a lot of hats.
Okay, how long have you been in the film industry, and what inspired you to want to go into the film industry?
So I have been working in the film industry since 2020, and I have wanted to go into film since I was 8 years old.
Wow.
Yep, never changed my mind for a second.
So it's just been in you. So I have to ask you, what was your favorite part of the movie, or just your favorite part, like filming with the cast and the crew, or working with the cast and the crew?
My personal favorite part of the movie is the mirror maze scene. That was like my brain baby. I came up with it when I was adding that scene in. I was trying to incorporate a lot of the things that the crew wanted. The director wanted to have a mirror gag, wanted to introduce a character that I won't give spoilers.
Yeah, we can't give too much away.
Yeah, and then also the director of photography wanted a specific stunt to come out in that scene. And so I basically came up with an idea to do a mirror maze. I was super excited to see it come up on the screen, and it was surreal to watch.
Super dope. Yeah, I loved it. Like I said, the creative effects, the editing, everything. From the actors from the beginning to the end, everything was just such an amazing job. You guys did great.
Yeah,
I appreciate you, and thank you so much for this. Anything you want to tell Mitesh before you head out?
Absolutely. Mitesh, thank you so much for having me on this project. It was an honor to work with you for over a year. I'm glad to have been a part of it, and it turned out amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty.
All right, guys, you've heard it first right here with your girl, Sunny of Smills Media.
My name is AJ Coulter. I am a stand-up comedian. I'm a clean corporate comedian, and I go around the world and I tell jokes about kidney disease.
So I want to ask you, what did you think of the film?
I thought it was amazing, especially the actor is like a fellow, artiste.
Yes.
I always appreciate the art form and people always working their craft, and I was just like truly amazed by it, how like in depth like the characters were. Me personally, I'm like a bit of a critic. I thought it started a little bit slow, but as I got into it and start understanding the storyline, I thought it was really great, and it was delivered well.
I know, because usually when I look at movies, I'm able to tell what's going to happen from beginning to the end. And this one, it was like, okay, it was suspenseful. So I'm like, okay, who is that? Who is that? And and you know what I'm saying? So it kept us like.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh, this is about to happen. This is so boring, and I was like, whoa, it just blew my mind, man. What was that?
What was your favorite scene in the movie?
It was definitely like towards the end during a doppelganger.
Okay.
Because like it was so crazy that you couldn't really tell, because at the end when she was at the window, I'm like, oh, like is that the real one, or is this like, or is she mad because she didn't get out, and so like just leaving that loose end, that was pretty wazy. It was like well told, because you really couldn't tell. Yeah,
so I know it's gonna be a part 2. Can't wait. But we appreciate you, and thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me on here. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Hey girl, what's up? Welcome back. But go ahead and state your name and just let everybody know what it is you do.
My name is Mariah McDaniel. I am a dancer, writer, and actress.
All right, so how long have you been dancing, writing, and acting?
Oh my gosh, dancing since I was born. Acting came a little later, so I've been doing acting around, I would say, over 6 years now.
Wow.
And dancing is definitely over 20. And then lastly, writing has been about 5 years now. So
so what has been your inspiration behind like just everything? Like,
oh my
what inspired you to just start getting out there in the acting world, the film industry as well too?
Yeah. Well, see, I did try to like switch it up when I was in college. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go for architecture, and it didn't feel right. And so when I switched back to performing arts, like when you come home and it's just like, I'm home. Like this feels right.
Because you have a purpose and you know what it was that you wanted to actually do.
Exactly. So that's what it was like for me. Like the entertainment field was like coming home, and so I knew I couldn't leave because this is where I'm supposed to be.
All right. So speaking of the entertainment film, we're going to talk about The Woman in the Maze by Mitesh Patel. What did you think of the film?
Oh my God. Okay, so I thought it was good. I am not a like scary movie type of person.
Right.
So this one really got me. I'm easy to get. So there were a lot of good jump scares, and then also with the Q&A for the cast, it was like to hear their process, their creative process, and the amount of time that it took to even film.
I know.
It's something that you can relate to as an actress, and then it's also like commended because it takes a lot to get in front of that camera and act like there's a ghost coming at you.
And some of the scenes were relatable, like versus when she was facing herself in the mirror.
Right.
You know what
that
I'm saying?
too.
The evil side and then the good side is like come trying to face yourself. And it was like
the self-reflection. It's like, wow, there's another part of me. But yeah, no, I thought it was good. There were a lot of deep messages in there, and I'm glad I'm glad I was invited.
Do you have like a specific favorite part of the film?
Oh my gosh.
Or something that just like stuck to you and was like
the part where she was in the it was like a mirrored room.
Oh, the mirror, yeah.
And she was like, what is I really like that part only because of like how creative it was. You don't really, I mean, you've seen it in other movies, but it's not like it's always there often. So to see that kind of come back in the film, I appreciated it, and her acting in it was definitely right on.
Well, we appreciate you, and thank you so much for coming out. We appreciate you so much.
All kinds of great stuff. I'm ready all the time.
All right, so how's the film industry been treating you?
It's fantastic. I love being on the board with the Chandler International Film Festival, and we are doing a ton for Arizona Film.
Okay.
This is one of them here. Our founder put together a whole bunch of funds and made an amazing film here out of Arizona, even before we officially have the tax credits back. So
I have to ask
bring your ass over here and film in Arizona because you're about to get money back or off.
You heard it first right here with Dave, and I have to ask you, how long have you been in the film industry? Like, what inspired you to want to go into the film
I've been on the
industry?
board of the film of the festival for 5 years, and I always loved film. It was an escape. I grew up film was my escape from my environment that I grew up in. You know, so
my mom writes books and films too, by the way, and then my dad was in a couple of films. So yeah, I do
love
understand.
to see the stuff that goes from people's mind and how it translates on the film. And someone mentioned it in the Q&A, and I love that. That's so cool. How amazing is that, right? That you can take a thought and turn it into something that everyone else can see, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I have to ask you. Of course, we were here for the debut of The Woman in the Maze by Mitesh Patel. What did you think of the film?
I loved it. I thought they did a great job. The special effects were great. The script was
the
amazing.
Visuals,
They did a great job, and the lead actress or actor, I don't know, whatever
Meredith.
they're supposed to be called, Meredith crushed that shit.
Yeah.
I mean, she was
Gabby.
she really
She
really
did.
brought it, right?
Yes, she did.
Emoted on both sides of the. I don't want to give anything away. I'm
no,
not supposed to.
we can't.
But like the whole way around, she did an amazing job pulling whatever from inside and translating it onto the screen. It was great.
Hi, I'm Brenda Jean Foley, and I play Judy Hannah in the film.
Judy, yes.
Yes, I look a little different. Not so quite so scary. Not quite so like sepia toned.
Everybody did a great job. The
Thank
film
you.
was amazing from beginning to the end. Like I said, I'm usually one of the people in like when I watch films, I kind of like guess what's gonna happen. But this one was kind of like a suspense, so I couldn't. I was like, okay, who is that? Who is that? So yeah, it was really, really good. How long have you been in the film industry, and how long? What inspired you to want to act in different things?
Oh my gosh. So I started in dance, like from the age of a tiny child, and then I went into singing, and then I moved to New York to do musical theater, and I toured and did a bunch of stuff, and then started doing a little bit of camera work, but then I moved here with my husband for him to get his graduate degree, and I've done more and more film work here than I ever did in New York. So yeah, I've been doing it for I've been a professional for 20 years.
All right. And how was it working with the cast?
Oh my gosh, the cast was wonderful, and so was the crew. I mean, it was actually a really, really good set, and I think that that's important because when you need to be scared and you need to be emotional, you have to feel safe.
Absolutely.
So, the guy who played my husband. We had on screen a terrible relationship, but he's a fight guy. He's a stunt director. Yeah, so I felt so safe with him. He showed me exactly how he was going to hold me, that we were going to keep me safe. It was so wonderful, so caring, which is in some ways like the opposite of what it looks like on screen. So.
I know it's going to be a part 2, and I can't wait. And I watch it again, I have to say.
My mother would say, from your mouth to God's ears. Let's make it happen.
yes. And any words for Mitesh?
Oh, thank you, Mitesh. This is a beautiful film. Well, and it's terrifying. And I was thrilled to work on it, and I'm hopeful that we'll work together again.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
So my name's Enna. I'm friends with Hannah, who was one of the writers, as well as like a production coordinator. I think the biggest thing I liked about the film was there was just a lot of like wow moments. I think a lot of us kind of didn't expect because we weren't sure what exactly kind of movie it was.
Right.
Meredith did a really great job with her acting.
She really did.
Some of those like screaming scenes were just really out of the water, and it was just really enjoyable overall. Like I think the production was great, cinematography was great. I liked it.
All right. What about you?
Yeah, going off of how she said the sound was really great, I think they did a really great job of just capturing emotion without sound. Like in one of the final scenes when she's looking out of the windows at the car driving away, you can really see what she wants to say without her saying it, and I feel like that really captures a lot more than you need it to.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming out.
Yeah,
Thank you. And if you could, would you guys watch it again?
Absolutely, yeah. I'll show it to other friends as well.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much.